बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। हाँ, सब कैसे हैं? उम्मीद है कि सब खैरियत से होंगे। अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला हम सबको अपनी हिफाजत में रखे, सलामत रखे। आमीन या रब्बिल आलमीन। हाँ, अब हम थर्ड सम में आ चुके हैं। थर्ड सम का अरबिक सिलेबस ये है। अरबिक सिलेबस बताने जा रहा हूँ मैं। My dear students, how are you all? Hope you all are doing good. May the Almighty Allah protect you all from all types of diseases and dangers. So now we are discussing about our Arabic syllabus, Al-Fasl Thalith, Semester 3, Arabic syllabus. In this session 1A, in this first session, we will discuss about our syllabus, books, and the chapters, the lessons, whatever we are going to study. So you can see on the screen Al-Wahdatul Ula, Unit 1, first unit, Darsaini. There are two lessons. There is An-Natharul Qadim, classical prose. The Unit 1, classical prose, two lessons are there. First one, Al-Quranul Kareem, the Holy Quran. Al-Quranul Kareem, the Holy Quran. Second one, Al-Hadithun Nabawiyyu Ash-Sharif, the Holy Hadith, or you can say the holy sayings of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So Holy Quran we will discuss in this lesson about the greatness, significance of the Holy Quran, its relation with human beings. All these things inshallah we will discuss in this lesson. Second one, Al-Hadith al-Nabawi al-Sharif, the noble sayings of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the noble words of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that is known as Hadith. Inshallah we will study in this lesson its greatness. Okay, about Hadith Sharif. All of us know the holy word of Allah is known. The holy word of Allah is known as the Holy Quran, Al-Quran Al-Kareem. The holy words of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam are known as Hadith al-Nabi al-Sharif. That is Hadith Sharif. Okay, we will study inshallah in our lessons, in our classes. Now, in the second unit, Al-Wahdatu Thaniya, second unit, that is modern prose, Al-Natharul Hadith, Tarsain. There are two lessons. Two lessons are there. They are, first one Batalul Hurriya, second one Al-Musawatul Insaniya. Batalul Hurriya, the hero of independence, that is Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. So Batal means hero, Al-Hurriya means independence. So the hero of independence is Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Azadi ka hero. So Maulana Abul Kalam Azad hai. We will study about him, his life and work. He was a great freedom fighter. So we will study about him in our lesson. Al-Musawatul Insaniya, the second lesson, human equality. It discusses about human rights and equality in the society, in our social life, socially and politically. So it discusses in detail about human equality in this lesson, Al-Musawatul Insaniya. Okay. Now, next unit, Al-Wahdatu Thalitha, the third unit, Ash-Sha'r, poetry. Nazmain, there are two poems. Unit 3 poetry, two poems are there. They are Al-Ilm, knowledge, or we can say education. Ilm, knowledge. Opposite of ilm is jahl, jahalat. So Al-Ilm, knowledge. And the second one, Kitabi, my book. Kitab means, all of us know, Kitab, book. Kitabi means my book, Meri Kitab. So Al-Ilm is written by Hazrat Imam Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He describes in this poem the importance of knowledge, education, and about improving our knowledge. He explains everything in detail in this poem. Second one, Kitabi, it is written by Ibrahim Abdullah, a well-known Arabic poet. Ibrahim Abdullah, he is known as Ibrahim Alali. In this poem, he tells us about the importance of having or keeping good books with us and improving our knowledge. Book is a good friend, so we always we have to keep a good books with us. Thus, we can improve our education, knowledge, and abilities and wisdom. So, he suggests that we should have good books with us always. Okay, so Al Wahdatu Sar is the third unit. In this unit, there are two poems are there, Al Ilm and Kitabi. Now, next unit, Al Wahdatu Rabia, the fourth unit, that about grammar, Al Qawaid, grammar, Darsain. There are two lessons in it. Unit for grammar, two lessons are there. Grammar, what are they? Al Fi'lul Mudari Al Mansub. Al Fi'lul Mudari Al Mansub. Then Al Fi'lul Mudari Al Majzub. Al Fi'lul Mudari Al Mansub, present tense verb with nasb. There are certain particles in Arabic, when they come before a present tense verb, they give nasb to the last letter of the verb. So they are known as al-huruf al-nasiba, and the verb is known as al-fi'l al-mudari al-mansub. Okay. Inshallah, we will study all these things in detail in our classes. Second one, al-fi'l al-mudari al-majzub, present tense verb with jazm. Al-fi'l means verb, all of you know. Mudari present tense. Al-majzub with jazm, sukun. So there are certain particles in Arabic, when they come before a verb, before a present tense verb, they give jazm to the last letter of the verb. For example, all of us know Surah Al-Ikhlas, Qul huwallahu ahad. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahu samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. So, lam yalid wa lam yulad, lam yakun. There are three examples of for this present tense verb with jazm. Actually, it was yalidu, yuladu, yakunu. Because of a harfe nasb, lam. When lam came before a present tense verb yalidu, it became yalidu. And when lam again came before yuladu, it became yulad. And lam came before yakunu, then it became yakun. Lam yakun lahu kufuwan, yakun lahu kufuwan. So for example, just I mentioned, all of us can understand because this surah is very familiar one surah, all of us read every day. So only to make you understand, just I gave you one example. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. So because of lam is one particle that gave jazm to the present tense verb yalidu, yuladu, yakun. Okay, inshallah we will study in detail in our class. We will discuss all these things in detail in our class. So there are certain particles which give nasb to the present tense verb, that is known al-fi'l al-mudari al-mansub. That verb will be known then al-fi'l al-mudari al-mansub. And there are certain particles in Arabic when they come before a Pele Mudari present tense verb, they give just to the present tense verb. Then that verb is known as Al Fi'l Al Mudari Al Majzum. Okay, inshallah. Now, next unit, Al Wahdatul Khamisa, Unit 5. As usual, it is History of Arabic Literature. Tarikhul Adabil Arabi. History of Arabic Literature. There are 3 lessons in it. تأثير الحديث الشريف على الأدب العربي. تأثير الحديث الشريف على الأدب العربي. Impact of Hadith Sharif on Arabic literature. Hadith Sharif का असर, Hadith Sharif का असर अरबी अदब पर, अरबी लिटरेचर पर बहुत बड़ा है। वो हदीस शरीफ आने के बाद, कुरान शरीफ आने के बाद, हदीस शरीफ आने के बाद अरबिक लिटरेचर में बहुत बड़ा फ़र्क है। अब लोग क्या है, कुरान शरीफ की आयतों को, हदीस शरीफ के अल्फाज को वगैरह, हदीस शरीफ को वगैरह अपने अपने कलाम में, अपने अपने स्पीचेस में, खिताबत में और अपने राइटिंग्स में, मजमून में, एसेस में वगैरह इस्तेमाल करने लगे। तो बहुत बड़ा एक रिवॉल्यूशन था कुरान और हदीस का अरबिक लिटरेचर पर। इंशाअल्लाह वो सब पढ़ेंगे इंशाअल्लाह। नेक्स्ट चैप्टर अल अदबुल अरबी फिल असर अल उमवी, अरबिक लिटरेचर इन उमय्यद पीरियड। अरबिक लिटरेचर, अरबी अदब, अदब लिटरेचर को बोलते हैं अरबी, अरबी फिल असर अल उमवी, असर मैंने ज़माना, अल उमवी उमय्यद पीरियड, उमय्यद पीरियड। अब उमय्यद पीरियड बोले तो बाकी दूसरे कौन से पीरियड है एक बार मुख्तसर समझाना चाहता हूँ मैं। इस्लाम आने से पहले ज़माने को प्री इस्लामिक पीरियड, जाहिलिया दौर कहते हैं, अहद जाहिली बोलते हैं उसको, इस्लाम आने से पहले के दौर को, यानी प्री इस्लामिक पीरियड, बिफोर द advent of Islam, before the arrival of Islam, that period was known as pre-Islamic period. Pre-Islamic period, the literature of pre-Islamic period. All of you have studied all these things in our first sem, second sem. Okay, no, first sem we studied. The second sem we studied the literature of Islamic period. Okay, so Al Adabul Arabi fil Asr al Umawi, Arabic literature in Umayyad period. So pre-Islamic period, before the advent of Islam. After the advent of Islam, the period was known as Islamic period, Islamic era, the period of Islam, Islamic period, Islami daur Urdu mein. Or that period continued till Khulafa'i Rashidin. And who are Khulafa'i Rashidin? After Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq Allah became Khalifa. Then Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Then Hazrat Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Then Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So the regime of all these 4 Khulafa'i Rashidin, they are known as Khulafa'i Rashidin, and guiding Khalifas. Guiding Khalifas. So Khulafa'i Rashidin, and guiding on the right path. After the Khulafa, during the from our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam till Khulafa'i Rashidin, that period is known as Islamic period. Islamic period. Then after Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu, then Umayyi period starts. The Umayyi period started. Hazrat Amir Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu became Khalifa. That period is known, and for a long time he and his descendants, children, ruled over Islamic states. So that period is known as Umayyi period. And after Khulafa'i Rashidin, and during from the period of Hazrat Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala anhu until his descendants, that period is known as Asrul Umayyi period, Umayyad period. Then after them Abbasi period starts. Abbasi period, Fil Asril Abbasi. Inshallah, in the 4th sem, in the next sem, you might be studying during the period of Abbasi period, and Arabic literature during Abbasi period. Okay. So Al Adabul Arabi fil Asril Umawi, Arabic literature in Umayyad period, in Umayyi period. Then Abrazus Shu'ara fil Asril Umawi, Abrazus Shu'ara fil Asril Umawi, the prominent poets of Umayyad period. The prominent poets, Sha'ir singular, Shu'ara plural, fil Asril Umawi, of Umayyad period. In Umayyad period means of Umayyad period, the prominent poets of Umayyad period. So there are notable four are there. First one Akhtal, then Jarir, Farzadaq, and Amr bin Rabia. So we study them. They were the prominent poets of Umayyads period. Their poetry and their work and life, everything we will study inshallah in the class. So this is the syllabus. These are the chapters, and perhaps one or two chapters may not be there. We have received some indications, some signs, but we did not get any official information from OU, from Usmania University. After that only we can confirm what are there in the syllabus. So there may not be some lessons or poem. Anyway, these are the syllabus. Inshallah, after we get the notification from OU, Usmania University, we will confirm and we can postpone those lessons for the next session, next SEMs. Okay, then we can remove those lessons. So till then, this is the syllabus. Okay, now I am suggesting for third sem Arabic book. Kitab's name Al-Qira'atul Arabiya Al-Uthmaniyya Al-Fasl Thalith. At-Tarjuma Ad-Daktur Sheikh Muhammad Abdul Ghafoor. I have written here in English also. The book's name, third sem Arabic book, Al-Qira'a Al-Arabiya Al-Usmaniyya, third sem, second language Arabic book by Dr. Sheikh Muhammad Abdul Ghafoor. You used to buy this book. So you can buy this book from any leading Arabic, from any leading bookstall, particularly from Himalaya Book Depot. It will be available in Himalaya Book Depot. Third sem Arabic book by Sheikh Muhammad Abdul Ghafoor. Just mention this translator's name. You can get this book easily, particularly from Himalaya Book Depot. Okay, and I want to show the book. I don't know. Can you see this book? You see from here, Al-Qira'a Al-Arabiya Al-Usmaniyya Al-Fasl Thalith for degree, third sem, and the translator's name also there. You can see this. I think we have seen. Now this side in English. Al-Qira'atu Al-Arabiya Al-Usmaniyya for second year degree, semester 3, third sem. Okay, by Dr. Sheikh Muhammad Abdul Ghafoor Rahmatabadi. He translated this book, so better to buy this book. Okay, Urdu and English translations are there, so better to buy this book. I have written here clearly, so you can buy this book. So I have explained regarding our syllabus, lessons, chapters, and regarding our books also. So inshallah, in the next sessions we will study first unit, first about the Holy Quran, first lesson, Al-Quran Al-Kareem, then Ad-Dars Thani, second lesson, Al-Hadith Al-Nabawi Al-Sharif. Inshallah, till then, ma'as salama. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.